Hey guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Gimp with the Limp, and I'm here with a Kickstarter worth checking out. I haven't done one of these in a little while, but I did stumble across this game, Pocket Air War, and this is by WBS Games, I do believe. And they've got a Kickstarter going on right now, and I've really liked the look of this. I went ahead and backed it myself, and it's good price too. Good price. No video, but they do have a lot of stuff showing the basics of how the game plays. For pledge levels, you got the dollar, the usual one. For most people, I think the base game is probably going to be all what you need. If you're a war gamer, you more than likely have some mats. But the mats are fairly well costed here, so if you do need some game mats, this might be a good area to look into picking them up. So it's about $50 for just the base game itself. Buttload of stretch goals too, and that is really cool. I'll show you guys that in a sec. Evidently, there's a first edition of this game. I don't have that, so if you do have a first edition, there's an update kit. You can get all the little bonuses. And then the rest of the Kickstarter levels are all basically the game plus a number of mats. 2 mats, 3 mats, 4 mats. So I'll show you guys those as we scroll down. But you guys can see from the picture, this is a small footprint air game where it's counters. So you're not using minis or anything like that. And everything's handled with basically counter type components, you know, the cardstock type components. So that's what the game pieces, the planes are made of. They've got these little turning discs. That's what these are. And then these little sticks that you see here, that has the stats for the aircraft on them. So things like their speed, their health, their firing distance, all of that is kept track of right there. And you use those in game to actually determine, you know, speed and if they're in range. Really cool. I like the look of it. Easy to play, portable, easy to learn. It talks about an altitude add-on, but I didn't see anything about that. So I'll have to see if I stumble across it. Endless gameplay, quality enhancement, you know, it looks good. As far as what comes in the box, we've got a bunch of German aircraft, so the ME-109s, 110s, Ju-87s, all the stuff that you would expect to see. U.S. aircraft, got bombers and fighters, P-51s, my favorites, in there. We also have the RAF being represented with their Spitfires, Hurricanes, even Gladiators, that's interesting, Lancaster bombers and the Blenheims. The Regia Aeronautica, I believe that's Italy, isn't it? Yeah, the CR-42, that's Italian aircraft. So they do have some Italian aircraft. These cardboard dashboards, these are what I was talking about, that are the stat sticks for the aircraft. So it tells everything that you need to know, their speed, their firing distance, all that cool stuff right there on these. And then it has multiple different turning templates. And those come into play because depending on your speed is how far you can go along that turning template. But when you pass these little yellow circles that you see, you actually lose speed. So the tighter you turn, the more speed you're going to lose. You see like this big sloping arc here. Those yellow circles are spaced out, but as we go down to D, they're closer, C, they're closer, B, they're closer. You're making a tighter and tighter turn, but you're going to lose more and more speed and not as much distance across the board. Really cool stuff. Firing templates showing you obviously what your arcs are, just depending, you know, A, B, and C. A being the widest. We do have other counters, so things like, I'm assuming these are ground targets and the like. The energy tokens, that is how much energy your aircraft has. You know, with air combat, it's energy based, right? So you want to keep your speed up so you can turn that speed into altitude or to swoop in on your enemy, all that cool stuff. Altitude tokens, we have a D8, D20, and the rule book. And it has solo and cooperative mode. That is really cool. So you can play this solitaire, or you can play it cooperatively against an AI opponent, against multiple different aircrafts, doing different types of missions, trying to accomplish it. Really cool. That was something that ticked me over on it. The fact that they do have a solitaire mode for it. They don't have a whole lot for reviews, but they do have one listed here. You can go read the article that was written up on it. And it talks about why back it now. Of course, it's better price. You get it earlier. You get the stretch goals. And here we go. Stretch goals. Buttload of stretch goals. Campaign, more aircraft, the Russian Air Force. Another campaign, the Luftwaffe Defense of the Reich, so a bunch more aircraft. Ooh, fuck rules. Lovely, lovely. More aircraft for the RAF. Another campaign. More Italian aircraft. More RAF aircraft. Another campaign. Japanese fighters now included. So we're going to have those as well. Imperial Japanese Navy bombers. So we have fighters and bombers. More Japanese Army. And then we have a bunch of Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps fighters now be included. Ooh, lovely. P-38 Lightning. I like that. Oh, and look at this. Oh, we've got the whole naval suite. All this is like stretch goals being added to it. That's what I was saying. You're getting a really, really, really good deal. Vacuum formed insider storage components. Awesome. Awesome. Going to make it very easy to store all these pieces. Now we've got jets as well. Another campaign. Korean War style aircraft. A Korean War campaign. Detail damage tokens. Pilot skills. Oh, this hasn't approved yet. This should tick over because they have gone above 13K, so this should be approved now. And they have not hit 14K yet, so we have not hit that part. But they still have almost a couple of weeks left, so I'm anticipating it hitting those goals. And you see, this is what I was talking about with its stat stick, and it's showing you that's your movement, that's your combat, the stats of the aircraft. And then it shows you here that you're going to move your aircraft. If you're moving just in a straight line, you just put the stick in, boom, 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 go forward, and that gets you things like the energy tokens that you can then spend those energy tokens in the turn for each one of those yellow circles that you pass in a turning template. You lose those. So you have to have energy to make these turns and different types of maneuvers. Climbing is represented by different tokens. And then rolling for different types of attacks at whatever range modifiers going to apply. The rule book is here, so you can read up for yourself. And then the playmats that are available. There's a sky one, a western terrain, a sea one, and a tropical mat. So if you want, and let's see, it's 28 by 20 inches. You got to understand, these are smaller. Okay, so this isn't 3 foot by 4 foot or something like that, you know, like you would see for like Warhammer. This is a smaller area footprint of a game. But the neoprene mats don't cost all that much. Let's see. Yeah, you get 2 mats for, what was that, like 20 some bucks? Yeah, about 20 bucks you're getting them. So the mats are really not expensive at all if you do want those. And this is showing all the different levels that you can get, and the shipping that is going to be roughly 24, you know, just depending. So let's say 25 bucks and up is what you're going to be looking at, just depending on where you are in the world. But that is it. This is Pocket Air War. It is on the Kickstarter now. They've already hit their funding goal easily. They've got 12 days to go. Plenty of backers are already on this. All slew of stretch goals already filled out, and this one looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. An idea of a game you can fit in just a small little travel pack with you, and you know, have an air campaign that you can play solitaire even. Oh yeah. So up my alley. I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on this one. I hope they deliver this very, very soon because I am loving the look of this. So if you like air combat games, you'll find with the 2D aspect of it. So remember, this isn't stands or models or anything like that. They're just represented by counters, and they're going to be slid around on the table. If you like that, definitely one worth checking out. All right, but that's going to be it for me. You guys take care. I'll catch you in the next one.